Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We're gonna find some bets, a ton of different sports books. So let me know in the chat whatever books you guys want to look at. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? What up, boys? Happy Friday. Let's go, Lakers. Nobody wants the Timberwolves to win. I'm on the Lakers. What's good, Alex? Yo, what's up, Hayes? How's everyone doing? Yo, what's up, Michael Jensen? What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? So if you're wondering how I'm already up 2.15K today, it's from, we had some EuroLeague bets on yesterday's live stream, a bunch of like unders in EuroLeague. I'll bet on anything. I mean, if there's money to make, we'll place the bets. But what I wanted to do is, let's kind of get into it. Let's see what we can find for tonight. What up, boys? Chalkboard slit, bro. So some people want chalkboard. Some people want to do chalkboard, but let's kind of see what we got going on. There's also there's a lot of sleeper discounts right now. So let's go here. Let's check out Sleeper. Again, like in these live streams, they're not sponsored by any sports book. I'm kind of just showing you where personally I'm finding value. And Sleeper has a bunch of promos. Yeah, they have a bunch of promos. So I took Luka under in points plus rebounds for the Chris Sale discount. And then with the Anthony Edwards discount, I took Pritchard's under. But anyways, what I wanted to do is let's check out what other promos they have, because they actually have some pretty good ones right now. So they have a discount on Paul Skeens down to 15.5 outs. I've said this before, but like, oh shit. Yo, so I'm going to pair this with Halliburton, no double, plus 119 odds. Again, I don't know why Sleeper does this. It's weird. If you look at the site, they have Halliburton's under, no double, as a what do they have it at? As a 2.19x payout. So basically that just means plus 119 odds. Again, I don't know why they put their odds in decimal format or payout format, but they do, probably to confuse people. So 2.19, you're betting 100 to win 219, 119 in profit. So it's just the same as plus 119 odds. So Odds Jam, just converts it. But we got to find some bets. Dude, I got great CLV. If you're in the Seva Discord, dude, that line on the Celtics was crazy. I got 2K on the Celtics. I gave this out in the Seva Discord, but obviously some good lineup news. Jason, Tatum and Brown are confirmed as playing, so now the Celtics are much bigger favorites. Dude, I can't believe the fucking Grizzlies lost last night. But we got in the first sleeper discount. Let's see what else we got. Yo, we're locked in. We are locked in. So we did the first sleeper discount. What was I going to say? They have a 30% MLB profit boost. So what I want to do is 30% is a lot. I mean, like, a lot of people will be like, oh, how do you know these promos are profitable? It's like 30% is a lot. So what I'm going to run, again, I just try to find a couple plays with value. Odds Jam will convert Sleeper, from their payout odds. So this is, Matthew Libator over 1.5 walks is a 2.16 payout, same as plus 116. I'm getting a 30% boost on top of it. So 2 players to get walks. Over 1.5 walks. What's up, guys? Fliff win. Yo, Alex, let's do sleeper. So here's the second sleeper promo that I locked in. 30% profit boost. Again, I've said this before, but like, man, this is the easiest money. Easiest money we're ever going to make sports betting is just kind of taking advantage of these no-brainer promos. So like PrizePicks today, I mean, some bullshit, dude. This used to be like when PrizePicks first launched, I would get Flex Friday for like $100 or $50. Unfortunately, now it's only $5. But this is a good promo on PrizePicks. First flex play you place on Friday. If we lose, we get our money back. So I like to go through the promos first. I mean, even though a lot of them are smaller dollar amounts, I mean, still, who cares? So let's get something locked in. Okay, let's do a PrizePicks flex play. So the first play I'm going to go with is, fuck, dude, they already bumped Neesmith. Although I did notice on PrizePicks, look at this, look at this, look at this. Yo, this is kind of cool. Bah! Yo, let me refresh PrizePicks real quick. I'm not sure what's going on. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. We all agree Lakers, Celtics, Pacers. Pacers going to upset the Bucks. Boring series. Pacers going to get the Cavs. What are we doing? PrizePicks, no. Yeah, what is going on? Dude, they did this yesterday. Request header or cookie too large. Anyways, maybe we'll start out on Underdog Fantasy. I don't know what is going on PrizePicks. What are they doing? What are they doing? Maybe I have it logged into on my phone. I don't know what is the problem with the website. Yo, so let me try one more time. I apologize. I don't know what's going on Prize. What are we doing? So PrizePicks is messing up. I got the 2 sleeper promos locked in. Let's see if I can. Am I logged in? I'm not logged in. Anyways, I'll do it in a bit. I'm trying to get some plays locked in. You feel me? So let's check out Underdog and let's see if we can build a play. Although there is some good value on PrizePicks, so I definitely want to do the Flex Friday promo, but whatever. Ooh. Let's see what we got. Yo, so the first play, love it. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Jaylen Brown, under 30.5 PRAs. So again, Jaylen Brown playing tonight. Underdog Fantasy, fixed payout sportsbook. Steph Curry, so handsome. Anyways, okay, Jaylen Brown under 30.5 PRAs. Again, on Underdog Fantasy, you know, we take his over or we take his under. So let's go to Brooke Lopez. I'm going to try to move quick. So on Underdog, you know, this is a fixed payout sportsbook. Like any 2-pick entry, you can see right here, we're going to get a 3x payout. Take his over, under, same payout. So what you want to do is look at sportsbooks. Pinnacle, every sportsbook has, you know, Jaylen Brown's under heavily favored. Sharp books like Bet Online, Caesars, $10 billion company. You know, we have hundreds of data points. All these books, you know, lineups, injuries, all that shit is baked into the odds. All these books have Jaylen Brown's under heavily favored. Celtics are not fucking around. So let's see what we got. Damn, dude. Yo, Yordan Alvarez. So you can see here, and like, it's the same strategy for betting on the MLB. I mean, you know, like Underdog, they got, so this is what I'm going to run. 3-pick entry. This is a 3-pick entry on Underdog Fantasy. They give you a 6x payout. No. So they bumped Jaylen Brown. That's annoying. Again, it may not seem like a big deal. 29.5 to 30.5. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. But anyways, the Celtics game probably is going to have a lot of line movement. Oh, shit. I do kind of like this play on Hachimura. So what about this? 3-pick entry. Unfortunately, they bumped the first play. 3-man on Underdog, NBA, MLB. I don't give a shit what I'm betting on. If there's value, we run it. 3-man, 3-pick entry. You know, you can see Jordan's over is heavily favored on every sports book. FanDuel has him at -170. You know, Fliff -140. Like, all these books have his over heavily favored. Anyways, 3-pick entry. Get it locked in. Did Underdog get rid of streaks? Fliff win. Yo, I see a lot of people asking for Fliff. Ja got tackled mid-air intentionally. Grizzlies would have had it. I know. Dude, yesterday fucking sucked. It really did. I mean, Ja got injured. Yo, so this is the 3-man. I'm trying to give people a little bit of time to bet it. If you're on YouTube, Twitch has a little bit less of a delay, so maybe you want to run it. Or you can watch on Twitch, you can watch on YouTube. Same shit. Same shit, different platform. Yo, take the bet. Did they just ban Underdog Fantasy in Virginia? We currently don't offer Pick'em in Virginia. What? Dude, what the fuck? I thought they had this like champions thing. What is going on? Yo, is anyone in Virginia? Did they ban this shit today? Underdog fantasy. Virginia could clear. I don't know. What is going on, dude? This always worked before. Can we get an underdog streak? I don't even know. I mean, again, like Virginia, it used to have basically all these fantasy books. Maybe it'll work on mobile. Let's try on mobile. Sorry this is taking so long. We'll do a prize pick slip in a sec. Again, I'm not really sure what's going on here. So we got Lopez under. Maybe it'll work on my phone. I'm not sure. That may be too hopeful. I'm not sure what happened today. Underdog fantasy's not working in Virginia. So we have Jordan's over, and then we got Rui's over. I love this play on Rui. So this would be a 3-man. Let's see if they take it on my phone. I'm not sure. Bro, I don't know what's going on. It works on my phone. What are we doing, underdog? So it works on my phone. Again, I'm not sure why, but 3-pick entry on underdog fantasy, 25 to win 150. They're giving us a 6x payout. Again, all these other, a lot of these other DFS books, prize picks better on 3-mans, they'll only give you a 5x payout. They did that to me before here in North Carolina. The next day they let me bet again. I don't know. It's pretty annoying, but PrizePicks is loading up. You guys want to do PrizePicks or should we do FanDuel? I mean, FanDuel's got some promos. I love promos. Again, 25% profit boost is a lot. Like 25% is a shit ton. So what we can do is go to FanDuel. This is a hockey promo. So basically, pretty simple, but like if you're betting on parlays, if every bet in your parlay has an edge, then your parlay is going to have an edge. Like so many people, it's like very common sports betting advice. Oh, never bet on parlays. And again, like if you lose money on straight bets, you're going to lose even more money on parlays. Your negative edge compounds. But it's also the same thing in reverse. If you're profitable on straight bets and you pair them together, your parlay is going to have an edge. So, anyways, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can find some value for this hockey promo. Again, it's only like a $10 max bet size, this NHL promo. So like the first play we have Matt Douche over half of an assist. So Matt Douche to record an assist plus 180 on FanDuel, right? Douche plus 180 to record an assist. All these other books, kind of average price in the market, plus 152. Again, the reason you want to look at other sports books where they're pricing lines is everything, lineups, injuries. It's all like baked into the odds. I mean, so many people look at shit like, last 5 grabs. That's priced into the market. Home court advantage. Everything is baked into the odds these books are putting out. Anyways, Pinnacle, kind of wide market, right? They got a 58-cent spread. Plus 149. Plus 149, minus 207. So, it's kind of wide market. They're baking in a lot of juice. But, still, plus 180. If you remove the VIG, all these books make money by charging, a spread. They're market makers, sports books. So you remove the VIG, fair value would be plus 167. We're getting plus 180. That's a no-brainer. But what did I want to do is let's make a 3-man. For the promo, you have to do a parlay. You got to do a parlay. There's no straight bets for this promo. But anyways, oh shit, some of these games are for tomorrow, man. You got anything for the Caps game tonight? That's my team! Yo, so we do. So I searched Capitals here. Again, pretty solid. No other book really even offering above plus, there's millions of lines available on FanDuel. The first thing we want to do is just make sure all of our picks actually have an edge. So we're betting on pinto beans, a douche, So here we have the play. Anyways, again, it's a promo. 25% profit boost. All these picks are already plus EV to begin with. Pair them together. We got a good play for the FanDuel promo. Alexa, let's do some PrizePicks slips on stream. What's up, Alex? 2 days in a row. Injury cooked my parlay. Ja Morant and Jimmy Butler. Dude, I know. Fucking Ja. This was brutal yesterday, man. This was brutal. I mean, I gave this out on Twitter. He had like 15 points in 15 minutes, and then he obviously got injured by... Who injured him? Fucking Lou Dort. Fuck Lou Dort. This would have cashed. This would have cashed. It would have cashed. How is that the date? What are you talking about? Tuesday, January 9th? I don't know. If you're looking at my phone, whenever I connect to OBS, it's weird. I'm not really sure. Anyways, is there any promos on Rebet? What do they got? $10 minimum purchase for a free pick up to $50. Dude, these promos are kind of nice. So basically, if you deposit $50, they give you $50 in site credit that you can use on a parlay. A lot of good promos. I mean, like, $50 is a lot of money. You deposit $50, they give you $50 for free that you can bet on a parlay. That's a no-brainer. Do PrizePicks. Okay, bro, I see you. We can do some PrizePicks plays quickly first. I never get promos. SMFH. Yo, I'm not the only one who gets these promos, right? Anyways, what was the FanDuel play again? Pinto. What was this guy's name? Fuck, dude. Pinto. Anyways, let's see what we can do on PrizePicks. Happy fucking Friday. So let's see what we can do on PrizePicks. Here was the play again. Someone's asking to see the FanDuel play again. Just I don't know, take a screenshot. Something like that. So let's see what we can do on PrizePicks. So let me get rid of this and let's zone in on PrizePicks. Let's try to get something in for Flex Friday. What? Oh, shit. Sport, select all, remove... What should we remove? Motorsports, lacrosse. Anyways, let's get in a play. Yo, what do we think about Neesmith under 11.5 points? So I was going to say this, dude. PrizePicks has been weird, right? They have his line at 11.5 here. But then here, he's at 11. And it's still a regular square. I'm not really sure what the fuck they're doing. But it is what it is. Let's see what we can do for Flex Friday. So we have Neesmith under in points. Okay, great. This pairs pretty nicely with Halliburton under in assists. In this case, there's better value. If you sum up his rebound and assist line, you get 14. But if you just take his RA line, under 14.5, right? If Halliburton's getting assists, a lot of the times he's passing to Neesmith. So these plays have a little bit of positive correlation. I mean, again, correlation on PrizePicks is definitely not as strong in the NBA compared to whatever. The NFL where you can pair, players on the same team. Anyways, I got to get this in. NFL correlation stronger. Travis Kelce over in receiving yards. Mahomes over in passing yards. But in the NBA, it's less powerful, less profitable, but still. So we got Derek White under 4.5 assists. I like it. Checks out from a value perspective. Every sports book from sharp books like Pinnacle, they all got his under heavily favored. Yo, so I'm going to keep this to just NBA. Again, for Flex Friday. Oh, shit. I do kind of like this play on Jaden McDaniels. Let's go, dude. We're going to have an NBA-only slip, man. Porzingis over in RAs. These plays. Where are you, Porzingis? So these plays, a little bit of correlation. Actually, I'm not really sure. Because if the game's a blowout, maybe, Porzingis is more likely to be on the bench. I don't know. But let's go here and finish the slip. Let's finish the slip. And then I want to do the rebet promo. Maybe do the rebet promo or anything. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. So my final play is right here. CS2. Plopsky under 33. So Hallie under. Where the fuck did Neesmith go, bro? Where did you go? So now Neesmith is only offered at 11. So I missed it. Damn. So I missed it, but that's okay. Whatever. That's okay. Lines are going to get bumped. I mean, again, it's okay. Life goes on. Life goes on. So let's run some esports player props for our final one. Again, I try to move quick. This is, for me at least. So Hallie under RAs. White under assists. Jaden McDaniels under PRs. Points plus rebounds. 2 esports plays. When I'm using this like odds jam fantasy optimizer, it just, it doesn't really do anything complicated. Just points out line discrepancies, just data. I mean, nothing complicated. But what I was going to say, obviously you want to find value on your plays. You can see Plopsky, minimum number of data points on this optimizer I've set to 2, right? You want multiple points of confirming evidence saying the same thing. So, can somebody put the link in the chat? Whoa. 3 NBA picks right here. And then the final 2 are esports. Can somebody put the link in the chat? 3 NBA, 2 esports. But like, if you look here, I mean like, Mr. Plopsky, bro. PrizePicks has his line at 33. Every other book, like this is usually the time of day. Thank you. Thank you. So, foreplay. Jaden Daniels, not McDaniels. What's the rebet promo? This is usually when PrizePicks starts to drop esports lines for the upcoming day. You can see they have his line at 33. All these other books, 31.5. In Hot Streak, this book, it's like a regular sports book. It has variable pricing. They have more juice towards the under. So they have the under 31.5 favored. And we're getting his line at 33. So obviously we want to be on the under. PrizePicks play. Anyways, I think somebody put the correct link in the chat. That link is wrong. Oh, my bad. My bad. Here's the correct link. Somebody posted the wrong link in the chat. Again, if you're on YouTube, I think Twitch is, maybe a little bit better. YouTube may be a little bit better. It has less of a delay. Less of a delay. Yo. Anyways, very solid PrizePicks slip. We ended up getting locked in, but let's see what else we got. What do you guys want to do, man? More PrizePicks slips, Fliff, Underdog, FanDuel, Arbitrage, Fantasy. Yo, where's better? We could do a better slip. I mean, I'm kind of open to anything. Again, in these live streams, follow the channel. I try to just rip a bunch of slips and make some money. That's always the goal. So let's see what we got here. What do we got going on, man? Dude, what is going on Al Horford? So here, the reason I like to use this, let me just bet this quick. The reason I like to use this arbitrage tool, oh shit, you're going to have to move quick if you want to get this locked in. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, did they already bump it? Let me see. Al Horford under 7.5 points. Let's see. Let me refresh this. So they bumped Horford to, they bumped his line to -109. I still think this is solid. Al Horford under 7.5 points. Did they take the bet? They took $500. What the fuck? Will you give me another 500? Yo, this is rebet. Again, this isn't, wow, nope. So they're only giving me max wager 96.21 more. So I put 596.21 on Horford under 7.5 points at minus 109. All these other books have this under around minus 150, which is crazy. And what I could do is hedge. So ProfitX has his over at plus 117. And I got his under at minus 109 for 596. So basically, I could just turn this into, I mean, there's only 50 bucks in liquidity. This game's about to start. But I was going to say, like, this would have been a good arbitrage bet. I could still arbit, but you kind of have two options. Like, I like to use the arb tool on OddsJam to find bets because, you know, whenever two sports books have such different odds, in this case it was Rebet and basically every other book, whenever two books have such different odds, you can bet the over on one book, the under on a different book to guarantee a profit. We know one of the two bets in the arbitrage opportunity has to be profitable or plus EV, because I could bet both and make a risk-free profit. But anyways, whatever. So anyways, Horford's under is ridiculous. I'm just going to run it as a straight bet. I could arb out of it, but whatever. The game's about to start. No worries. But what did I want to say? So like here, for example, it's like, okay, Severino's over at plus 178 or is under at minus 176. Like one of those two bets has to be plus EV. Same thing here, like Luka over or under at plus 103. So like if you wanted to bet Luka's PRAs, now would be a good time. Now would be a good time. How much would FanDuel even let me bet? $100, so not that much. But anyways, what were we talking about? I want to do this rebet promo. Let's see what we got. Oh shit, man. I'm trying to load rebet right now. Dude, what are we doing? Do Underdog. Can you do Hard Rock? Underdog has a new feature called Ladders. Yo, so I'm trying to deposit into Rebet. But while we're at it, maybe let's do a better play. So better is, you know, kind of works like PrizePicks, you know, fixed payout fantasy site. But what was I gonna say? Dude, I don't know why Rebet is not loading. But let's do a better play if we can. Yeah, again, it's kind of like, it's basically exactly like PrizePicks. So like Tommy Pham, where is this play? When does the game start? So we have Tommy Pham to record a base, over half of a base. You put in his points on Rebet. Fuck, did I take the wrong line? I didn't take his rebound line. God damn it. Anyways, shit. I'm an idiot. What I meant to bet was his under in rebounds. Holy shit, I'm stupid. And this was even better at plus 105. Wait, so let me just take a look real quick. Dude, I'm an idiot. I meant to bet Horford's under in rebounds. Accidentally took his points. And they have it locked. That was a bad decision. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. But let's check out his under and rebounds. Yeah, this is what I want it to be on. Damn, I'm stupid. Yo, so his under and rebounds. Anyways, sorry. Dude, he had the same points and rebounds line. I got confused. I wanted to be on his under 7.5 rebounds. Yo, how much are you going to let me bet? So now I'm going to have a unnecessary sweat on Horford points because I did not mean to take that, but how much are you going to let me bet, bro? 500? Let's see if they take 500. 400? So it was his under 7.5 rebounds. This is plus 105. And now the game's just completely gone. Damn it, dude. Because that under in rebounds would have been amazing. Again, Rebet had the under at plus 105 on his under. All these other books have the under at like minus 160, minus 145. How the fuck did I miss that? Man, oh man, oh man. It's okay, whatever. Sorry, my bad. Anyways, let's do this better play. So we got Tommy Pham to record a hit. Let's see what we got. So Tommy Pham to record a hit, and I'll put the link in the chat once I'm done building it. So again, like, you know, this is another PrizePicks. You take his over, take his under, get the same payout. All these sports books have Tommy Pham heavily favored to get on base, or, you know, over half of a base. That's the same as 1+ hit. We got McDaniels over in PRs, beautiful. We got Turner under in points, beautiful. Under 15.5 points. Where did PrizePicks have this line? So let's go to PrizePicks. Where did they have this line? So again, this is Miles Turner. PrizePicks has his line lower at 15 points. I mean, it makes us feel good, you know, about the edge we're getting on it. But let's see if we can get in a slip very quickly. And I'll put the... Oh, shit. What? Yo. Whoa. So I'm kind of pushing it here. I'm kind of pushing it here for this Blue Jays game. Here would be the slip. I'm not sure if you guys are going to have time to lock it in. Again, when I'm live streaming, like, better messes with my phone. Yo, can somebody put the link in the chat if you're tailing this? Again, try to move quick because this line on Bo Bichette, you know, the game's about to start. But you can see DraftKings, all the other books, they have Bo Bichette as like a minus 175 favorite to strike out. And on better, we take him to strike out or not strike out. We get the same payout, 20x for a 5-pick entry. So let's see what we can do. Maybe I will be able to get this locked in. I'm not sure. Game started. Did the game already start? Did it actually already start? If it started and we can still bet it live, it has not started. Anyways, I may have to replace the final pick. We'll see. We'll see if I'm able to get this locked in quick enough. Again, just try to build it on your own. Sorry. Try to build it on your own real quickly. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll strike out his first at-bat. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to get this locked in. So we have Bichette over. We have Pham to record a hit. All these plays have a solid edge. Again, you can take Pham like over in hits or whatever. Or bases. It's the exact same bet. Over half of a base is the same as over half of a hit. We got Jaden McDaniels. I will put the link in the chat when I'm done building it, but that may be a sec. So we have Prince under, and then we got Turner under. So some people are putting, and it's gone. So now the Bo Bichette play is gone. Some of you probably got it locked in. I was too slow. And it looks like he's about to fucking strike out, dude. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Damn. So they really pull that away the second. Anyways, it's okay. I'm going to give you a replacement pick. I'm just going to take Garrett Mitchell over half of an HRR, hits plus runs plus RBIs. Again, like on better, there's thousands of lines available. Watch him strike out, dude. I'm not going to be happy if he strikes out. Rebet promo. Rebet. Look at the chat. Hey, yo, Ryan Heckman, bro. You want to say the word please? Yo, he singled. Anyways, let me put this link in the chat real quick. Link is coming. I'm glad I wasn't stupid enough to bet on Bo Bichette's strikeout, bruh. Yo, link's in the chat for the better slip I locked in. Here's the better slip. Are you betting on the Oilers to win tonight? I don't have a money line bet on the game yet. Damn, the Phillies suck. So, I know people want to do the rebet promo. What do you do if the bet's gone, but you've placed one side? When you're arbitrage betting, I usually just try, like, you ideally are locking things in. Here's more better value, but so here's the better play. Who's offering the best odds on the Lakers? We may have to slam the Lakers. So fam, anyways, you can see the play here. Pacers best offered at plus 190 on Novig. What do we think, man? You guys like the Pacers or the Bucks tonight? But Dumby, when you're arbitrage betting, usually you try to, you try to place them. I get them loaded in at the same time. Then I try to hit submit. Also, some sports books allow, cash outs for full value. Not all of them, but the same way on Better, you can cancel a lineup within a certain amount of time. A lot of books, will let you cash out within if you cash out within a reasonable amount of time, they'll give you a full value cash out. Dude, what is going on with rebet? So people are asking for this rebet promo. So let's do this rebet promo. Just give me a sec because I got to deposit money now into rebet. Purchase sweepstakes rules. Okay, I got it. Anyways, it's trying to make me add my card again. Give me one sec. I'm trying to figure out how to get money in this damn sportsbook. Take my money, bro. Take my money. Bucks. Giannis still has something to prove. Anyways, rebet is just not loading. A little annoying. Is it loading on this phone? Let me just see if I can even get this sportsbook to load. On my phone, because I'll deposit into rebet and then hopefully we can do the promo. Dude, why is this not fucking working? I promise you I will do the rebet promo. I just have Apple Pay connected to my rebet. Do I need to update the app? What's the problem, bro? What's the problem? Anyways, it may take a sec. Hey, there we go. Now I got it. Now we're gonna be. I got rebet. I got a lot of phones, but this one has my Apple Pay connected, so it's easiest. So basically, the promo was you deposit $50, they give you $50 for free. $50 is a lot of money. When I started sports betting, all I would do is rip promos like this. That's how I started to love to gamble. Just scheming these fucking promos. But anyways, let's go here. So now I did that on rebet. So let's see if I can get into play. Can we do some underdog? Asked Jay. Yeah, we can look at underdog in a sec. Yeah. Let's fucking go, boys. Celtics money line. That's my play for this game. I don't have that offer. I need a 3-man. Hey, Alex, I need a 3-man underdog slip for my 60% profit boost. Yo, so we'll look at underdog here in a second, but what I want to do is get in this rebet promo. Are there any strings attached, or is this any parlay? Build a parlay of at least 3 legs, minimum odds, plus 250. Okay, no problem. Dude, yesterday did. If we learned anything yesterday, what I learned is, I don't think the Thunder can beat the Lakers. You know what I mean? Like, they looked horrible, dude. I mean, they got lucky. They got lucky that Ja got injured. Although the Grizzlies, how do you blow a lead that big, bro? At home. Anyways, where is this play? So, rebet promo. Okay, the Rockies fucking suck, I know. But minus 116, it's a free pick. I still want to maximize the value. I want to maximize the EV of this promo. So what I try to do is, again, like every other sports book, dude, why did you take the pick away? Anyways, so it's Rockies first half run line. Basically, we need the game to be tied. What do we think about the Warriors tomorrow? They're at home. A little annoying because then we got to wait till tomorrow. But let's go to the Kings game. Kings, Oilers. Oilers are minus 145 favorites. Okay, so I got 2 picks so far. Rockies, first half run line. Then we have NHL value. I don't fucking care what I'm betting on. Again, odds GM, very simple. Just going to scan the books. Point out value. Like, we're getting Rockies on the first half run line at minus 116. I mean, it's clear as day value. Like, Circa has a really tight market. They're charging 20 cents of juice, right? They're 20-cent spread. It's like a stockbroker. So fair value, right? If you remove the spread, find the midpoint. This is a market with juice. 20 cents of juice on Circa. Remove the VIG, minus 125, plus 125. That's fair. So basically, Circa is saying the Rockies are minus 125 favorites to cover. The Reds are plus 125 underdogs to cover. We're getting minus 116 on rebet. All of these books try to set their own lines. So that seems solid. And then I want this raise. So let's go here, and let's finish the slip. Where are you? What are you? So this is going to be a 3-man, a free pick, $50 to $596. I got the Rays team total. I got the Rockies first half run line. And then I got an NHL play, Donald to get an assist. 1, 2, 3. 3 picks. Yo, lock it in. Let's do underdog. Yo, 3-man. 3-man, 3-man, 3-man. What? What just happened? Dude, I feel like they just removed them. Where's the Rockies game? Where's the Rockies game? Where is the Rockies game? So it was... Dude, what is happening? Are they removing the picks for anyone else? Alex, how do fantasy middles work? Is it just like regular middles? Seems like you can lose both slips. Alex has banged some rebet promos lately. Yo, are they removing these lines for anyone else? You guys are going to try to blame me for this shit, but Rockies first half run line, I feel like they keep removing this. And then we had Rays on the team total. So it's under runs. Dude, some of these sports books are a little hard to navigate. Take the bet. Let's see if they take it. 3-man. And they do take it. Yo, so this is a 3 pick. Right here. Hopefully you guys can see the picks. DraftKings, please. Do you use one-a parlay? I don't know what one-a parlay is. How do fantasy middles work in odds jam? I have no idea. I've never I've never used fantasy middles personally. I've never used fantasy middles. I'm just being honest. Go quick, Alex. Alex, have you done the no sweat bet for homers on DraftKings? Let's fucking go, Celtics. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, Capitals. Anyways, let's get in some bets. I promised some underdog plays, so that's what we're going to do. Let's see what we got on underdog. Actually, I lied. Sorry for lying. But I am going to bet on the Rockies first half team total. Dude, they keep adding it and then removing it. Here we have it. You just got to bet it quick before it gets removed. So this is Rockies, again, on the first half run line. Take the bet, $1,000. Rockies first half run line, boom. Fuck yes! They took it. So I ran it as a straight bet as well. I ran this as a straight bet as well. Damn, dude. They're taking some big bets today. Sometimes they limit me to like fucking $12. So they're going to give me another $277 on this. Again, I'm a big believer as a sports bettor. You're like an investor. You're like a trader. I used to be a trader. It's just the way my brain works. You place a bunch of bets. Every bet has an edge. You let the math work itself out. Maybe some EV bets, some promos, some arbitrage, risk-free profit bets. Let the math work itself out. I love you. Anyways, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We want to do some underdog. That's what we want to do. So, like, here's an example of a pretty interesting play. I am going to get this locked in. UFC, big underdog for tomorrow. So, you got two options here. FanDuel and PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a peer-to-peer betting exchange. No limits. Nothing like that. It's peer-to-peer. So on PrizePicks, they say that this girl is minus 580. It's actually minus 598. They charge a 3% fee on winning wagers. That's how they make money. It's a peer-to-peer betting exchange. They just charge a 3% fee. So you're not actually getting minus 580. You're getting slightly worse, minus 598, because that's how they make money. It's a peer-to-peer betting exchange. You losing money doesn't make them money, right? Like, but anyways, we have a crossed market. So I could just arbitrage bet this, take the risk-free profit. But long story short, like, I think plus 610 on FanDuel, UFC underdog for tomorrow seems solid. But let's get into some underdog plays because I promised. I promised. Bet your 401k on Lakers money line. Yo, oh shit, we're at a timeout break on Underdog Fantasy 2. Dude, Underdog has a lot of live value. Let's see. Again, like, in my opinion, like, it's a lot easier to live bet on normal sports books like FanDuel and DraftKings. Like, what's hard about Underdog is if you're trying to do a slip where every pick is live, you know, the second the game restarts, once we come out of the timeout break, then Underdog, like, they're going to lock everything. Oh, man. Yo, we're fading Luka. We're fading Luka Doncic. Okay? This is the play. Luka under 30.5 points. Where does PrizePicks? So one of these picks is live. Whoa. 20, 25 bucks, 6x payout. Again, just try to move quick. You can see on my phone, like, we're currently at a timeout break. Once that ends. Yo, what's up, Alex? Am I going to see you at Game 5 of Lakers-Wolves? I haven't decided yet. I'm back in Virginia. I don't know if I feel like traveling again. Dude, I hate flying. I'm kind of a bitch about flying. I'm kind of scared of flying. Anyways, where did PrizePicks have Luka's line? Dude, 30.5 is kind of crazy. So you can see PrizePicks has Luka's line a full point lower at 29.5. I mean, again, like, obviously we want to be finding value in the market, shit like that. So this seems real solid. PrizePicks has his line at 29.5. You know, Odds Jam just pointing out, hey, all these sports books, everyone's got Luka's under, heavily favored. That seems solid. We did the rebet promo. We're on the Rockies. What do you guys want to look at, man? Luka's getting 30 plus. Alex, I need help opening my juice box. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Flacco 119? Did you see that Drake dropped $600,000 on the Wolves? Dude, 600 grand on the Wolves is fucking crazy. But again, it's Drake. He can do whatever he wants. Bro, Fliff. Look at this shit. They're only offering plus 115 on the Lakers. All these other books offering plus 145. That's why you got to be using multiple books. These books are cheap as shit. Yo, so you can see Circa actually has the Lakers favored to cover the spread. Some of these sharper books have the Lakers favored to cover. Yo, boys, do we like the Lakers? How much action can you get down? Again, these peer-to-peer betting exchanges, they have no limits. No limits. However, you do need to consider liquidity. So, like, for example, you can see on the Lakers, Circa has Lakers plus 3.5 at minus 115. Circa, a really sharp book. They got the Lakers favored to cover the spread. Novig, you can get them at plus 101. There's 3K, 3.4K, right? 34.10. There's 341010. So basically, once $3,000 is bet on the Lakers at plus 101, it's peer-to-peer. Then the odds will change to plus 100, where there's another 1345 of liquidity. I'm a big fan of the Lakers tonight. So I'm going to take out a little bit of it. Lakers plus 3.5 at plus 101. I put my money on it. Lakers are a donation tonight. Alex, thanks for doing this every day for us. Really appreciate you, dude. No problem. So I took the Lakers spread. You like my shirt? Take the family to a Caps game. Yeah, maybe. Not a bad idea. Anyways, maybe I will double down on the Lakers. I'm not sure. So, oh shit. So here, crossed market. Not really sure what FanDuel is doing. I mean, they're offering this line at plus 114. So, what we can do is I could, again, you have options. You could just, Profit X, again, again, this isn't, super juicy by any means. What are you talking about? But what I was going to say is, they say this is minus 107 odds. It's actually minus 110. Because of the 3% fee that they charge. Net winnings per market. Net winnings per market are subject to a 3% commission. So that's just the way the site works. Should we do an underdog play? Maybe I wouldn't mind doing some live slips here in a sec. Let's go here. Ass to fucking belt. Dude, Celtics. Anyways, maybe we'll do an underdog slip here in a sec. But let's see what else we got, man. Okay. What are you doing, Profit X? So, again, like this little arbitrage bet, it's not actually minus 107. It's minus 110. So I took LeBron's under at minus 110. Under 14.5 RAs, I bet the opposite outcome is over at plus 114. I mean, again, like you can't have the over at plus 114, the under at minus 107, minus 110 after, you take out the commission. One of these two bets has to be plus EV, but I just decided I'll take the risk-free money. I'll just arb it. But what did I want to do, man? What did we want to do? What did we want to do? Dude, Suarez home run, crossed market, FanDuel to BetMGM. Let's see if we can get in a FanDuel play. I can do another PrizePicks play too. I promised I'll do more underdog as well. So we'll do more underdog. Maybe some sleeper discounts, but let's see. Dude, so Suarez is a crossed market. What? Where did you go? Suarez. Here we go. This is amazing value. Plus 600. Again, you could just run it as a straight bet. FanDuel will give me $500. So we could run it as a straight, or we can parlay it. Again, like if a bet's plus EV, it's going to be good to go in a parlay, straight bet, whatever. What are we doing? Suarez, plus 500. Looks good to Circa's market. I mean, no other book is even offering above plus 500 on Suarez. This seems really solid, but what I want to do is... LOL, I bet his under and runs today. Alex, why have I not seen you in a James Wood jersey? Dude, I gotta get a James Wood jersey. James Wood's a fucking beast, bro. Oh my God. Dude, FanDuel's kind of popping right now. I've said this before, like FanDuel, pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. They're very competitive on pricing. Like, you'll see a lot of sports books like Fliff. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some good plays on Fliff, but like, FanDuel's more generous, or whatever word you want to use. In terms of the odds that they're offering. So like, if you're in a state with FanDuel, there's a lot of arbitrage bets. They're oftentimes offering the best price on a lot of these lines. Ooh. What I don't understand is, there we go. Wow, this is fucking degenerate. So here was my degenerate parlay for tonight. What I was going to say is FanDuel has an MLB profit boost. They have a 30% profit boost. I believe it's 30% on MLB parlays. So, if you just like, whatever, go to FanDuel, right? Like, they also have an NBA promo, so I want to take advantage of that. They have a lot of profit boost today. Again, 30%'s a lot. Like, it's pretty simple. I don't do anything fucking complicated. I think like an investor. I just find 3 picks that have an edge, or 4 or whatever, and, run it. Whoa. Yo, come on. Did it log me out? Come on. So let me get rid of some of these tabs, dude. I always get way too many tabs open. So again, you could run the 30% profit boost promo. if you wanted to. It's a beautiful play. Beautiful play. It's fun to have some DJ and parlay on. But all the picks are plus EV. And the Celtics tied the game. Did James Wood go yard? No, he did not. CJ Abrams is back. Nationals look good, man. Is there a minimum percent edge you take? I would say minimum edge. It kind of depends on... Oh, shit. We're at a timeout break. I should do an underdog live slip. I would say for less liquid markets, you should get a higher edge. So for like player props, they're less liquid, less active betting markets. I want plays that have a higher edge, EV percentage, expected ROI. Whereas for mainline markets, tight mainline markets that have a ton of liquidity, like NBA money lines, I'm fine with getting less of an edge. Whoa. Dude. Pacers plus 190. Pacers plus 195. If you're trying to bet on the Pacers, plus 195 looks very solid. Dude, what's annoying? Not annoying. A little annoying. What's a little annoying about Novig is you can only deposit $1,000 at a time. So I feel like once I've placed my bets for the day, I mean, plus 195 Pacers, how much liquidity is available? Let's see. I mean, there's only $50. I'll take it out. So again, 50, 32. So even though these betting exchanges, they have no limits, they don't impose restrictions on sharp, profitable customers, like you can see like at plus 195, now there's only 32 cents available to bet. I'm already on the Pacers spread. I just took 50 more of their money line at plus 195. So there's actually not a ton of even action in general here. Lakers plus 147. I do kind of like the Lakers tonight. So again, this is no vig. No limits, nothing like that. Dude, there's literally, and this is why you love betting exchanges. Like, look at this. You can get the Wolves at minus 148. Granted, only $155 in liquidity. Or the Lakers at plus 147. Like, they're literally charging 1 cent of fucking juice. Compare that to DraftKings that has a 36-cent spread in their market. Or sorry, I'm an idiot. 26-cent spread. What am I talking about? Rebet, 23-cent spread. Like, they're charging a lot more juice. So it's harder to make money because they offer shittier prices. Whereas like Novig, they're offering you the best odds on both the Timberwolves and the Wolves right now. I love James. Alex, why have I not seen you in a James Wood jersey? True. I got to get one. But anyways, what were we talking about? Underdog. I think we were talking about underdog. Let's see, though. Underdog fantasy, okay? Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can do an underdog fantasy play. Again, underdog's a solid book. There's always good value. So like oh my God, Gary Trent, what the fuck? Gary Trent under 2.5 rebounds. Damn it, they already added a multiplier. This is what's annoying about underdog is sometimes they'll like slap these multipliers on 0.89x. So like they're reducing the payout essentially that they were initially giving. So that's annoying, but kind of is what it is. What is going on? However, his under 2.5 3-pointers, I don't know if some lineup news just came out. I mean, he is a massive favorite. Why? What is going on here? So Underdog posted this line on Gary Trent. You can see in the line movement chart. They posted this line 54 seconds ago. They added Gary Trent 3-pointers. I don't know why. but it's a ridiculously good line. Every data point in the market, all these sports books, sharp books like Pinnacle, FanDuel, $40 billion company, you have hundreds of data points. They all, dude, load. This is the fucking problem with Underdog, dude. Janky. Anyway, so we got Gary Trent under. Reeves, Randall. Damn it. There comes the multiplier. I fucking hate them, dude. Their website doesn't load. So I'm not even able to get my bet locked in. Because this Gary Trent play had an insane edge, but it went away too quick. So that sucks. Cal Quantrill, went to college with him. Over 3.5 strikeouts. Sure, whatever. He's on the Marlins now. Lucky boy. He got to go to Miami. He was in Cleveland, dude. I was like, oh, fuck, man. You're stuck in Cleveland. Anyways, Quantrill's over. Heavily favored on every sports book. Line's not available on PrizePicks, Pinnacle. All of these books have his over heavily favored. Middle alert for Gary Trent's line. Yo, E-Rich7, what are you middling? What did you middle? You guys really don't like the Lakers tonight? We like the Lakers or we don't like the Lakers? So here was the play. Okay, 3-pick entry. So what I like to do sometimes is check out these exchanges. I mean, again, exchanges are typically where you're going to get the most competitive pricing, especially on mainline markets, So let's see, like for the Pacers game, where's the value? Pacers plus 193. What about for the Lakers game? I mean, it pains me to say, but yeah. I mean, it seems like they're offering the best price on both the Lakers and the Wolves, but like, if you wanted to bet on the Timberwolves, there's only $155 in liquidity, but like minus 148 obviously seems pretty damn solid considering all these other books have this around like minus 159. But what was I saying? Point spread. So, and what has been going on in terms of line movement? Let's see. So it looks like lines have just kind of been drifting towards the Wolves, unfortunately. Everyone wants the Lakers to win. Nobody wants the Lakers to lose in the first round. Don't convince yourself of that lie. Dude, so Circa still has Lakers plus 3.5 favored. And Circa's known to be, again, a really sharp buck, really tight markets. So, yeah, I mean, this is probably the play of the decade, bro. So, this is the best line on the Lakers. Again, we're getting plus money, underdog odds, for something that Circa, really sharp book, has favored. Granted, this isn't like the craziest edge of all time. Sometimes it's like there's super big edges. This isn't that, but it's solid. I mean, maybe too, like, we already ran Suarez in a parlay, but if we wanted to, we could just run him straight up as well. I'll put another 400 on him. Suarez home run. Again, it's a crossed market with MGM. So, like, if you use both MGM and FanDuel, you could bet his over on FanDuel, hedge, bet his under on BetMGM, make a risk-free profit. Unfortunately, I'm too limited on BetMGM at this point. Live betting, typically I get much better limits. On most sports books, it's like that. You know, mainline markets like spreads, totals, shit like that, you typically get better betting limits. Anyways, here was the underdog play. And now I think I'm done for the day on underdog. They have this bullshit. They only let me bet. They only let you bet, or, you know, if you get limited, they cap how much you can bet per day, which for me is literally just $75. 3 slips of $25 each, and that's what we locked in, right? 3 slips of $25 each, and now I'm done for the day. Yo, what's up, Chelly? Yo, Chelly, you got any esports plays for us? What up, Chelly? How you doing, bro? Who is Chelly? He's Trent's friend. He's Trent's boy. He's a esports nerd. Yo, Chelly, you got any esports plays for us, bro? Yo, Chelly. Chelly, give us some esports picks, bro. Yo, we got a celebrity in the live stream chat. His name's Chelly. Shit, man. What do we want to do? Should we rip another PrizePicks slip? Or what? Yo, what book do you guys want to look at? Any opinions? Hard Rock. Novig will have a website by fall. Did you threaten your neighbor's dog yet? You know James Wood is from Rockville, Maryland. No, but I hate my neighbor's dog. Dude, I usually love dogs. I think about myself as being an animal lover, but dude, my neighbor's dog, every morning I wake up, it's barking. Every time I'm live streaming, it's barking. And I can hear it from my basement. I don't even know how that's possible. It's the world's loudest dog. Fucking hate dogs that bark that loud. Anyways, let's rip a PrizePicks slip. So if you're just tuning in, PrizePicks has Flex Friday. You know, first bet you place is risk-free, which is kind of nice. Your first bet is risk-free. Dude, Austin Reeves, you suck dick, bro. The reason the Lakers lose tonight will be Austin Reeves, if the Lakers lose, but I don't think the Lakers are losing. Everyone in the chat, I remember, a lot of you guys are changing your mind now. Everyone agreed Lakers in 5. Now, y'all are changing your tune. Again, it's kind of weird. Like Hallie, if you sum up his rebound and assist line, you get 14. His RA line is 14. PrizePicks already locked Austin Reeves. That's a little annoying. But I want to get in a play. So we got Hallie under. Beautiful. Beautiful. What happened to Austin Reeves? Why did they remove it? I don't know. PrizePicks locked Austin Reeves. Like, I can't click it. I don't know. But let's see if we can get in a slip. So we got Hallie under. Beauty. You know, you can see FanDuel has his under as a -146 favorite. That's why I don't do, like, some people will be like, yo, man, why don't you do more PrizePicks slips live? Why don't you do more live betting on PrizePicks? It's just like, usually they adjust these lines, or sorry, a lot of times they lock them, like that line on Austin Reeves. Like, it says it's available, but then you just can't actually place a bet, and it's like, yo, fuck you, and it's like, no, fuck you, and it's like, no, fuck you, and it's like, no, fuck you, and it's like, what? Anyways, League of Legends, it's positively correlated. You know, you want to take players on the same team to go the same direction. So this, we definitely don't want to do. This is negatively correlated. Players on opposing teams, you want to take to go opposite directions. So I'm going to remove this. These two plays are positively correlated. So sometimes, you know, you got to be a little smart. Like, obviously, you don't want to take, even if there's value on Jaden Daniels over in passing yards and McLaurin under in receiving yards, you don't want to pair those together on PrizePicks, because PrizePicks has fixed payouts. And, you know, you should be using correlation to your advantage. But anyways, you'll see PrizePicks for a 4-man. because of the correlation. They're going to reduce our payout to 9.5x. However, that's way better than for a 5-pick flex play. They take it down from 10x to 8x. Usually if you go 5 for 5 in a 5-pick flex play, you get a 10x payout. Now they're giving us 8x. So it's like, okay, I don't want to do that. Which is why, even though like 5-pick flex plays are in general better, I'm not going to do that for this specific play. Yo, can somebody put the link in the chat? Can you guys see it? So it's Hallie under, Randall under, Hallie under and RAs. That game starts soon. And then we got some like esports player props. I'm going with Lakers tonight plus 2.5. There we fucking go. Sanders is trash. Yo, did Sanders get drafted yet? Who took Sanders? Hopefully nobody. That would be funny. So we got Hallie under, Randall under, and then we got some esports props. Again, players on the same team, so these dudes are G2, positively correlated. Anyways, I put the link in the chat. Someone else put it in the chat. Make sure it's right. Always be careful copying other people's links. Sometimes people throw in a couple pics of their own or some bullshit. Alex wishing for his downfall. That's hate, Alex. Yo, nobody has taken Sanders. Yo, Chelly, people want COD picks for you, bro. From you, bro. Wait, Sanders hasn't been drafted yet? Is he not even going to get drafted in the second round? McDonald's did. Louisville QB just got picked before him. Yo, who was the Louisville quarterback? Dude, people don't like divas. Nobody wants to draft a diva. Sanders is a fucking diva. Or he's just not good. Is there any world where he just sucks? Louisville QB just got picked before him. Saints drafted. Do you think it's because of his dad too? I don't know. Like, obviously Colorado has been overhyped every fucking year since Dion joined. Even though they're not good. So, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people just think his son is way overrated too. And also just a lot of drama. I don't know. Deion Sanders is going to be fucking, bothering. Oh, my son should be starting. It's like, no, he shouldn't. What I will say is all the shit you guys want to give LeBron, dude, he is way better than Deion Sanders. Way better. Anyways, let's get into play. Yo, so I'm going to do another prize pick slip. I'm going to rep another one. There's some really solid esports value. Again, like personally, I don't watch esports. I'm not a nerd like Chelly and some of these other dudes. But Alex, hey, that's my name. That's me. This is me. Sanders just got drafted. Did he get drafted? That is TJ, not anyways. So on this optimizer thing, I got minimum number of data points set to 4. I don't always have it at 4. Obviously, more points of confirming evidence, the better. Here, PrizePicks has Alex's line at 28. Every other book, 27.5, 26.5, 25.5 with the under favored. Like, pretty clear value on some of these esports plays. Dude, I don't think Julius Randle's going to do anything tonight, so maybe I double down on that. So here I'm going to take his his PRA line is a slightly lower edge. Sometimes there's better value on the PA line. And how do we know there's better value? Again, it's just market data. Like on PrizePicks, any 3-pick entry has a 5x payout. We're never going to play a 3-man on PrizePicks, literally the worst type of slip. 5x payout, underdog gives you a 6x payout, like they're horrible. But, you know, like you're always getting the same payout, so, and it's bumped. So PrizePicks does that a lot. They bump our shit because our shit's good. But anyways, we can take Julius Randle under in PRAs. This play also had solid value. FanDuel has the under as a -146 favorite. Like, but anyways, let me just finish this slip. Let's go. Let's go. I love riding dudes. Oh, shit. Man. I do like this play on Ant. I mean, the Timberwolves are probably going to lose tonight by a lot. But I do like this play on Ant. Yeah, they already bumped it, dude. What the fuck? Let's run it. Final play is going to be Severino, under 5.5 Ks. He's found a new home in Oakland. So, esports, Randall under in PRAs, esports, MLB. Let me zoom in, make sure people can see it. Yo, man, I can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing's been bumped. We need an early stream tomorrow. You guys want an early stream tomorrow? The draft is on Real. Damn, I missed the rebet plays. We can look at rebet here in a sec, but let's go back here. So I got like $3 grand on the Lakers. Are you fucking kidding me, Celtics? Dude, the Celtics are... Come on, boys. Win the fucking game. Where's the draft? Where's the draft? Wow. This is crazy. Is this crazy? I mean, what odds, like what payout could you have gotten on betting him not getting drafted this far? Weren't we talking about this dude being the #1 pick at some point? Or in the top 3 at least? Bro, he was talking shit to Cam Ward. I'm legendary. Hello, I need help. What do you need help with, Sarah Jolly? What's up, Sarah Jolly? There was a 96% chance he was drafted by pick 21 based on their analytics. Damn. Poor dude. Anyways, I promised I would look at rebet. Let's see what we got on rebet. So, like, whatever. I mean, there's some value. A lot of it's in, like, tennis and shit. Yo, so we did a ton of sports books on this live stream. Yo, here's a crossed market, right? Arbitrage, DraftKings, and FanDuel. Whoa, why am I so zoomed in? Dude, they are literally not DraftKings. Hey, Alex, do you use Wanna Parlay? No, I don't. I've never heard of Wanna Parlay. I'm not trying to be short with my answer. I have no idea what Wanna Parlay is. However, I have heard of Quinn. So here, FanDuel is actually a crossed market, also with BetMGM. Kind of interesting. Dude, FanDuel's always popping. It's kind of crazy. So we need Suarez to hit a home run. Maybe I'll do one more. Again, FanDuel has a promo. They have a 30% profit boost on the MLB. So I think both these picks are solid, but again, you need 3 picks. You need 3 picks in your parlay. So like Corbin Carroll, that would be solid. You know, so like this, again, this isn't super juicy. You got to be price conscious as a sports bettor. Literally, FanDuel's the only fucking sports book giving you plus money. Obviously, that makes you feel pretty good about the value that you're receiving. Were there any other promos I missed? I don't think so. Damn, dude. So again, FanDuel, you know, definitely a great book. Cade Cunningham, over an assist. This is DGen. Knicks game is tomorrow, right? What did I just do? Yo, how do you get rid of sticky keys? How do you get rid of sticky keys? How the fuck do you get rid of sticky keys? What are we doing? Shift key 5 times. What? Dude, how do I do this? Sticky keys. How do I get rid of this shit? I'm on a Mac. I'm on a Mac. Why is it not letting me type? How the fuck do you get rid of sticky keys? Does anyone know? Alt plus F3. What? Command F3? What? Yo, how do you get rid of this? Spam shift. Stanford grad versus sticky keys. Who will win? Fuck you guys. Command and F4. How do you guys know that? That also doesn't work. Option Command F5.
Accessibility shortcuts. Use the tab key to navigate, and press space to toggle an option.
What? Yo, thank you. Yo, take the fucking bet, you bitch. Oh, shit. So we already... Ooh. So again, sometimes there's value on overs. Sometimes there's more value on unders. This parlay, it's not as juicy. If you got a free bet or something, throw it on. 5-man. But anyways, I'm going to call it a day for now. Again, I'm not sure. I want to go to the gym before it closes. Gym closes earlier tonight. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a night. Hopefully our bets win. We did a lot of promos, sleeper, shit like that.